Let's get it started. Seagulls and Cowboys live on Fox League on a Super Saturday ahead of a Super Sunday where we have 3 matches for you. Now Olakau'atu, another in the Origin mix. And an early offload to Vanga for Tokiaho and Bullymore. Nice fend, got him away from Perdue. Ben Trbojevic on to Kola. This is great from Manly. Hopewadi with it, back inside. Oh, Tom has knocked it forward. Scintillating play from Manly. Robson with it. And Dearden looking to square them up. Drinkwater went out the back and Laban never had a handle on it. Manly come up with a ball, look out. Olakau'atu, look at the stride, look at the support, and it's good nights. Saab, could you pick a better man? Sprints away to score for Manly. Put down's not all that graceful.
Tommy pretty confident there at the back that time.
And now Manly's through again. The long legs of Saab. Picked away, Matt, for Drinkwater.
They had the numbers on the outside then, Manly.
The ebb and flow of this one.
He's gone now, Jakey.
Oh boy, Jake from drop ball.
Oh, he hit his head hard on the ground too.
He's in trouble here, Jake Trbojevic.
He's even not on steady legs.
No, he's in a groggy state. Robson. And the Portuguese, and now McIntyre Dearden out the back. Drinkwater holds it up. Taulagi will have a red hot crack. He loses the ball on the line. Edwards a dummy half. Back for Dearden. Dearden cut it, ball by Leah. Derby over in the corner. The Cowboys get the reward. 8 metres away from the line. Ben Trbojevic. Long pass. Simpkin to Vanga. Oh, straight through the front door. Waddell sees the line. Goes around the posts. Well, that's unbelievable defence from the Cowboys. We had Nawanga Tawazi last night, and now that from Corey Waddell, driven for a ride around the goalpost. Cherry Evans kicks to the corner. Saab has got the lead. And Derby's going to come up, or rather Taulagi's going to come up with something a little different, because Sabi's always going to have that leap. And Simpkin, Seagulls up by 6. Tokiaho, risky offload. Navali onto it. Navali, the sea's open for him. Tom in support, puts it down. What is going on? Sharks and Storm not too far away on Super Saturday. What a night it is. Offload, Cowboys. And we've got a penalty. They put her in front by 8. And big strike and straight over. Looking to skip well clear here. Cherry Evans for Brooks. Out the back. Tom Trbojevic. Kola on to Hopewadi. Manly, gritty, gallant, and galloping. Big post-match shows some injuries to cover, a little bit of Origin speculation as well. Cherry Evans to Brooks, out to Ben Trbojevic. Manly made another error, they got it back. A magic trick from Bobo. And Tom, I don't even know what happened.
Every time there's a camera on, he's always around the ball.
Bang, pass was definitely back off the shoulder of Perdue. Trbojevic gets it. Tom's taken out of the play by Bateman. And then Ben, who's played really well in all facets today, wrestles his way over the line, and this is going to be a mighty win from Manly. Dearden to Drinkwater, on to Vailea. Vailea gets inside the 10. Derby, they won't get time, they will just play it. And in fact, they'll have time off and a sin bidding.
No, wait.
Professional foul. Tom will get a 1 second time penalty.
I'll tell you what he will get, a warm shower.
Well, I don't think he'll have time to get there. Full time in Townsville. Manly 24, the Cowboys 6.
What do you think went wrong tonight?
I thought we put together a pretty controlled first 40 minutes, investing a lot of energy into our D. Put a lot of pressure on the opposition. When the opposition put it on us in that second half, maybe in the 10-minute mark, 10 to 20-minute mark, we were trying to land a knockout blow rather than just be patient and work harder rather than outsmart the opposition, and it doesn't work, and proved that tonight.
How much do you look into like that flurry of late tries, or are you still satisfied just being 6 points down in the late stages?
I'm never happy when we're conceding points. Yeah, we'll look closer at it, but we're close enough with 20 minutes to go, to play better, and we just didn't.
And how did you rate Jacko and Zach coming into the side?
Yeah, they'll both be better for the run. Like, did I ever think it was going to be 10 out of 10 first week in? But mate, I'm absolute certain that this kid is the future of our club in the halves. And Zachy Laybutt has had 12 months off since an ACL, and he's only going to get better. So, it's just not changing.
Tom, how did it feel wearing the 7 again tonight? Did it change anything for you personally?
No, not really. I think my role's pretty simple. Just getting the team around the park, and I think it's the combination with Jacko will certainly grow. And I thought he was strong tonight, and I think the more reps we get in at training and the more games we get together, the better the combination's going to be. So it's just about building on that.
Was it, I suppose, exciting or something different coming to that pairing with him ahead of this week after in the days following Tuesday, knowing that we were going to start this new pairing with him?
Yeah, well, he's a freak of a player, and I think he's got such great footy instincts, and I think that's what excites you about playing alongside a player like that. And when he gets comfortable in that role, he hasn't played in the halves in a couple of years, so once he gets back to knowing what he can do, it's very exciting for the future.
Todd, do you think Nene's done enough for the Maroons jersey this year?
I think his last prior to tonight, his last month was as strong and as consistent as it's been for us for a long time. I'd be picking him, yeah.
You showed a bit of faith in Rob after a forgettable night last week. Would you say he's repaid that tonight?
Yeah, I thought he was really strong. I said to the team in front of the team in there, it was a great bounce back. Shows some mental fortitude. He's worked hard on his prep again. Does a lot of good stuff for us out of our own end. He carries the ball strong and gets multiple carries in. So, how he played tonight was a good sign on his prep and mental resilience.
How much has the team missed Jason and Ruben for the last fortnight?
Oh, they're influential, but got to find ways when they're not playing. And every team has to handle it, and we're just going through it at the moment.
We have the Origin team list. Obviously, New South Wales drops tomorrow. Monday's Queensland. Are you expecting, or I suppose preparing, to lose a couple of players in for game one?
Yeah, I reckon we'll have 5, at least 5. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, well, Anthony, first of all, how's Jake feeling after the match?
He was actually in pretty good spirits, but obviously, it was really sad sight to see him concussed there, and it's the second one in probably in the last month I think it has been. So a lot of concern for Jake, but he's up and about. But obviously he'll definitely miss next week, and we need to look after his welfare.
He was a big loss. Were you proud of the way the rest of the forward pack stood up tonight?
Yeah, I was really proud of the whole group, not just the forwards. I thought it was a really gritty win, tough win. I thought we were really good defensively, so I was really proud. And obviously Jake's our leader, particularly around our D, so to have him missing, it was really good fighting spirit by us.
Daly, we hear about it a lot, but how does it actually help a half playing behind a dominant pack like they were tonight?
Yeah, the boys were fantastic tonight. To be fair, the Cowboys played a really good game tonight and made us work for everything. That first 40 minutes we were coming out of our own end, felt like for most of that half. So we had to do a lot of work. We had to do a lot of defence on our try line. So going in at half time, we took a lot of confidence out of the way we played, even though everything hadn't gone our way. So I think that second half, as Steve said, across the board, we started to find some quick play of the balls. We started to put the ball into the corner, and off the back of that, we sort of built pressure got some rewards late. So overall, really good game. Strong performance from the forwards standing up in Jake's absence. So a lot to be proud of tonight.
And Anthony, how do you get Tom more involved in the game? He had a pretty quiet night by his standards.
Yeah, look, I think where the Cowboys handed over the footy to us, like particularly in the first half, like it was in deep yardage, and all you can try and do is get behind the footy, try and create a little bit of momentum, and then they were suffocating us like Ches and Brooks were trying, having to kick out of, within our 30 metre zone for a lot of that first half. So, it's hard for Turbo to use his weapons when, come off the try line like that. And one of the things he did really well tonight, although he wasn't happy with some aspects of his attack and his involvement, he was outstanding defensively. Like his line organisation, his movements at fullback were elite, and that's the part that I was really proud of with Turbo. So again, he'll continue to work hard, which he always does, and he'll continue to. Bring his weapons with his attack, but we need the right field position for him too, and Cowboys did a great job, as Ches said.
Yeah, Cowboys have been one of the hottest attacking teams for the last month or so.
Yeah.
How did you keep them to one try?
Oh, there's a lot of effort, a ton of effort. As I said, I thought, Turbo was great with his line organisation, which people probably don't understand the importance of that, but I just thought it was just a real mentality to work for each other and talk and stay connected and turn off your mates, pretty much. That's what it looked like tonight. And we got a team that really cares, and we've got a really connected team. And I thought that was what won us the game tonight.
Do you think Haumole has anything to answer for his on report?
No, I thought it was quite an unlucky incident. I understood why the penalty came. But look, he didn't know that. I think it was Tuolungi. He didn't know that Murray was there, and certainly an accident. He was trying to fight in the tackle and got in a weird sort of position there. So there's certainly no malice to it at all. And I think it was penalty for sufficient.
You touched on it a little bit earlier, Anthony, but going off the back of what we spoke about yesterday, the last sort of month, the results that you haven't been able to, I guess, collect over that last month. This game would, I suppose, be quite a confidence boost from tonight.
I think two of our last three games have been really good in some respects. A good win against the Panthers away and a good win against the Cowboys away. So, look, we've played Sharks twice in that time, and they're a pretty fair side, and they've been, unfortunately for us, too good for us both those occasions. But we haven't been too far away. There's been periods in games where we've been really good. We just needed to do it for longer, and I thought tonight, we defended for, you talk about full 80 minutes defensive effort. It was genuinely a full 80 minutes of effort and turn off your mates. So, we'll keep fighting really hard, and really, as I said, really pleased and proud that we've been able to come up here and play against a really good side and get a result.
And what do you make of Ben Trbojevic? He looked pretty good out there.
Yeah, but that was probably Ben's best game, for the season. I think Benny's been really improving, and he's working hard on his game, and so it's really pleasing to see some things that he's worked on a train and come to fruition in the game. So really pleased with Ben tonight.
Daly, there's a couple of Queensland hopefuls in the Cowboys halves tonight. Do you think with the likes of Dearden and Purdue, the Maroons are in safe hands sort of into the next 5-10 years?
Yeah, definitely. Tommy in particular has played some amazing footy the last couple of weeks, the last month. He's been fantastic. So, and then young Jackson's obviously just started his career in the halves, and I'm sure, based on what I've seen, there's a long future ahead. So it's great signs for the Cowboys and great signs for Queensland. So, I'm sure Tommy Dearden's going to be a part of the Queensland side for a long time.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it's all good.
Thanks.
Wrapped us up.
Yeah, that's enough.